As you know, I've always been an open book. And I wasn't ready to say anything before.
Devastating diagnosis for Celine Dion, sidelined from the stage for the foreseeable future.
No choice but to concentrate on my health at this moment. I've been dealing with problems with my health for a long time. And it's been really difficult for me to face these challenges.
Celine Dion has intentionally kept a low public profile since stepping away from the spotlight in October 2021. During this period, she revealed her ongoing struggle with a significant health condition. A year later, she opened up about the specific diagnosis of the rare disease she has been confronting. Despite her transparency, there has been speculation among fans and supporters, with some expressing concerns about her health and even suggesting a potentially unfavorable outcome.
I miss you so much. I have no choice but to concentrate on my health.
Celebrated songstress Celine Dion marked her 55th birthday on March 30th this year, not only observing the anniversary of her birth, but also taking a moment to reflect on her illustrious musical career spanning over 4 decades. Along this remarkable journey, she has accumulated numerous awards and discovered profound love with René Angelil, initially her manager and later her husband.
You didn't fall in love then.
Don't start a story. They're going to write that.
She was 12.
She was 12.
When?
The phenomenal global success that Dion has attained was once merely a distant aspiration for a 2-year-old girl raised in a small Canadian town on the outskirts of Montreal. However, her unyielding determination and resilience empowered her to overcome the odds and achieve what many can only dream of.
It was a process. Losing a half of you because we were partners. We were one.
One of the most formidable challenges she has faced in her career, especially in recent times, is her ongoing battle with stiff person syndrome, SPS, an incurable neurological disorder that poses a serious threat to her musical abilities. In December, Dion conveyed an emotional message to her fans through Instagram, revealing that her condition had compelled her to postpone her European tour. Detailing the impact the condition has had on her, Celine said, "Unfortunately, these spasms affect every aspect of my daily life, sometimes causing difficulties when I walk and not allowing me to use my vocal cords to sing the way I'm used to." After the surprising disclosure of her diagnosis, the 55-year-old singer has predominantly retreated from public visibility, offering only a brief holiday message on Christmas Eve. Nonetheless, her illustrious career boasts 5 Grammy Awards, a Billboard Icon Award, 4 #1 hits, and 10 top 10 hits. Embarking on her musical journey at the age of 12, she earned the moniker Queen of Power Ballads before courageously revealing her heart-wrenching battle with stiff person syndrome.
It was very exciting for me, first of all, and for all my musicians, is the fact that David Foster asked my musician.
Just a few weeks before Christmas, a tearful Dion shared the heart-wrenching news on her Instagram about her diagnosis of stiff person syndrome, SPS. This rare condition, affecting only 1 in a million people, gradually immobilizes the body into rigid positions, reducing individuals to human statues and robbing them of the ability to walk or speak. Despite the absence of a known cure for SPS, there are treatments designed to slow down its progression. Dion has conveyed her determination to explore every possible avenue to alleviate the symptoms of this challenging condition. Regrettably, she also disclosed that the impact of SPS has compelled her to postpone her European tour. Dion penned, "Hello everyone, I'm sorry it's taken me so long to reach out to you. I miss you all so much and can't wait to be on stage talking to you in person. As you know, I've always been an open book and I wasn't ready to say anything before, but I'm ready now. Recently, I've been diagnosed with a very rare neurological disorder called stiff person syndrome, which affects 1 in a million people. While we're still learning about this rare condition, we now know this is what's been causing all the spasms I've been having." Dion went on to say that the spasm had impacted on every aspect of my daily life, sometimes causing difficulties when I walk and not allowing me to use my vocal cords to sing the way I'm used to. "It hurts me to tell you today that this means I won't be ready to restart my tour in Europe in February," she said. "I have a great team of doctors working alongside me to help me get better and my precious children who are supporting me and giving me help. I'm working hard with my sports medicine therapist every day to build back my strength and my ability to perform again, but I have to admit it's been a struggle. All I know is singing. It's what I've done all my life, and it's what I love to do the most. I miss you so much. I miss seeing all of you being on the stage performing for you. I always give 100% when I do my show, but my condition is not allowing me to give you that right now. For me to reach you again, I have no choice but to concentrate on my health at this moment, and I have hope that I'm on the road to recovery. This is my focus, and I'm doing everything I can to recuperate. Regrettably, Celine Dion, the pop icon, has canceled all her remaining shows slated for 2023 to 24, citing her ongoing battle with a rare neurological disorder as the primary reason. This decision has affected her 16-country European tour, initially set to kick off in Amsterdam in August and conclude with 2 performances at the O2 Arena in London in April next year. Dion's Courage World Tour commenced in 2019, during which she successfully completed 52 shows before the pandemic forced a hiatus. Subsequently, she had to cancel the North American leg of the tour due to health issues. Fans, while expressing disappointment online, have also extended their heartfelt wishes for her well-being. One fan wrote, "There were reports and channels devoted to that she died 3 months ago, so I'm really surprised to see her and think that maybe she is going to die before the year is out." Another one added, "I'll pray for her. I am very, very sorry for her. She is such a beautiful, graceful, sophisticated, and elegant lady. This is just devastating. She's been through so much and she's still young. And a mother. This has to be so hard, and my heart breaks for her." In addition, Celine Dion's sister, Claudette Dion, reveals that her sister continues to grapple with the debilitating pain induced by stiff person syndrome, the neurological disorder responsible for the cessation of all Celine's live performances over the past year. Stiff person syndrome is a progressive disorder that impacts the brain and spinal cord, as outlined by the National Institute of Neurological Disorders and Stroke. Symptoms encompass muscle rigidity or spasms, affecting specific areas or the entire body, muscle enlargement, and challenges in walking or movement. Unfortunately, there is no known cure for this condition. "It's an illness we know so little about," Claudette said in a recent interview with Hello Canada, telling the publication that her sister's spasms are impossible to control. "There's little we can do to support her, to alleviate her pain," she continued. "We're crossing our fingers that researchers will find a remedy for this awful illness." Despite facing persistent health challenges, Celine recently made a rare public appearance, graciously meeting with her devoted fans. However, there have been reports speculating that this could possibly mark her final public outing, given the worsening state of her health, a concern that has also been confirmed by her sister.
Hey, Martin.
Hey, Martin. Ça fait tellement plaisir de rencontrer.
However, she was a hardworking woman from the very beginning. At the age of 5, Celine Dion encountered 3 pivotal events that would profoundly shape the course of her life. First, she faced a near-death experience, surviving a close encounter with a truck that left her in a 7-day coma. This harrowing incident instilled in her a profound appreciation for the preciousness of life and a realization of the importance of not squandering any moment. Her second significant experience occurred when she sang at her brother's wedding, receiving enthusiastic applause that highlighted her exceptional talent. The third transformative event involved performing at her family's owned piano bar, Le Vieux Baril. Situated in Charlemagne, Quebec, a predominantly French-speaking part of Canada, this bar became a haven for the Dion family to revel in music, allowing the children to showcase and refine their musical abilities.
I grew up in a French environment family. We only spoke French at home. I was singing in English a little bit because my brothers and sisters, I'm the baby of the family, and I'm 14. Oh, 14.
As Dion started performing at the family's piano bar, she quickly endeared herself to the patrons, becoming a favorite among them. The constant demand for her singing reinforced her belief that she possessed a genuine gift. For Celine, the realization that she could captivate strangers with her voice became a powerful affirmation. She recognized that if she could garner love and appreciation from unfamiliar audiences, the world held boundless opportunities for her. This realization set the stage for her remarkable journey, propelling her to become one of the most renowned and successful singers on the planet. Much of her extraordinary success can be traced back to these 3 distinct and transformative life experiences that shaped the incredible talent that is Celine Dion.
If you want to make people believe what you're singing, first you have to feel it your own self. You have to convince yourself. You have to believe in what you do and what you say.
When René Angélil extended an invitation for Celine to audition, he harbored some skepticism despite already being aware of her extraordinary voice. Achieving success as a singer involves more than just a great voice. It requires a combination of aesthetics, personality, and on-stage charisma. Understanding this, during the audition, the seasoned talent manager decided to present Celine with a unique challenge. René instructed Celine to take a pencil and use it as a pretend microphone. He then said, "Here's your microphone. Now sing as though you were in front of a sellout audience." According to the narrative the two often shared, Celine not only met but exceeded the challenge, captivating the manager with her performance and confidence. One of the main reasons we love to listen to our favorite musicians is because they have their way of profoundly touching our souls and connecting with us on an emotional level. It turns out that René Angélil and Celine Dion were perfect matches right from the beginning. When recalling the experience of the audition, Celine said in an interview, "While I was singing, René started to cry," she said. "I knew then I had done a good job." The talent manager wasted no time in making his decision, and Celine left the studio with a contract in her hand. René Angélil was confident that she would become an incredible star and was determined to play the most active role in her success. At the time, Celine was still very young and couldn't even speak English, presenting a significant challenge for their journey ahead. Nevertheless, the two were committed from the outset, and this commitment proved to be remarkably prescient, as they not only worked together but also lived together until the end of René's life.
We were in Dublin, in Ireland, for the Eurovision contest, 1988.
Lucky country for us.
Yeah.
What did you say?
And I didn't say
say
nothing.
much.
This marked the commencement of an enduring partnership as Angélil assumed the roles of her manager and most devoted fan, eventually blossoming into her husband. To bolster her burgeoning career, he went to great lengths, including mortgaging his house to finance her debut album, La Voix du Bon Dieu, released in 1981. At the tender age of 14, Dion achieved a significant milestone by winning the gold medal at the Yamaha World Popular Song Contest in Tokyo. Singing a French song, she reached an audience of 115 million TV viewers, solidifying her status as a household name in Canada.
82.
82, oui, c'est ça.
1982.
Et il faut dire que quand Céline avait fait ce concours-là,
Dion's unwavering commitment to her musical aspirations led her to forego formal education in the 8th grade, opting to pursue a career in singing. By 1985, her talent had garnered recognition, making her a star in both Canada and France through numerous television appearances. Striving for global acclaim, Dion underwent a significant transformation in 1985, stepping away from the public eye for 18 months. During this period, she underwent cosmetic enhancements, changed her hairstyle, revamped her wardrobe, and even enrolled in English classes. In 1987, at the age of 19, she released Incognito, her inaugural English language album. The album, which saw her collaboration with CBS, a record label home to renowned artists like Michael Jackson, sold over 500,000 copies, solidifying Dion's presence in the English-speaking music scene.
The privilege of being an amazing, I've been a big fan. I'm still a big fan of Michael Jackson. When I was like 12, 13.
In 1989, just 2 years later, Dion achieved a notable breakthrough in the United States with the release of her debut English-language album, Unison. The album's single, Where Does My Heart Beat Now?, climbed to number 5 on the charts and earned a gold certification. Dion's impact extended beyond the music charts as she graced popular television shows such as The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. Her accomplishments were further acknowledged with prestigious Juno Awards, where she secured honors for Album of the Year and Female Vocalist of the Year.
And the Juno goes to Celine Dion.
In 1991, Dion experienced remarkable success with the release of her album Dion Chante Plamondon, which attained gold certification on its debut day. Her collaboration with Peabo Bryson on the theme song for Disney's Beauty and the Beast soared to number 1 worldwide, securing her a Grammy Award. Dion's musical journey advanced with the launch of her 3rd English-language album in 1993. Her trajectory of global triumph continued with subsequent releases, most notably Falling Into You, which emerged as the best-selling album of 1996. This accomplishment earned her 2 Grammy Awards, including the prestigious Album of the Year. In 1990, with the release of her debut English album, Unison, Celine Dion swiftly ascended to fame in the United States, solidifying her status as a beloved figure. Her music resonated with fans across America, leading to a surge in demand for a live tour across the country. Unison featured a blend of dance tracks and ballads, reminiscent of 80s soft rock music. The album not only achieved the status of #1 bestseller in Quebec, but also attained platinum certification in the United States. The standout track from Unison, undoubtedly, was Where Does My Heart Beat Now?, a song that soared into the top 10 charts across the United States. These tours stemming from the album would later emerge as Celine Dion's most lucrative and commercially successful live performances, solidifying her status as one of the globe's premier and highly sought-after live performers. However, a surprising turn of events awaited the young singer as she encountered an unforeseen setback. An unexpected loss of her voice struck just a few weeks before the commencement of the tour. Just months before embarking on her United States tour, Celine Dion encountered a significant hurdle during a performance celebrating her Incognito album. The unexpected blow came when she sustained a vocal injury. Seeking medical advice, she consulted with otorhinolaryngologist William Gold, who diagnosed her with laryngitis, a condition characterized by inflammation of the voice box. This ailment compounded the challenges she faced, as her demanding schedule and the extensive performances took a toll on her general well-being and energy levels. At this point in her career, the young singer had yet to acquire the knowledge and techniques needed to properly train and protect her voice from such injuries.
When I lost my voice, it was like losing everything. There's a lot of things you have to go through in life. It makes you stronger.
Celine Dion faced a critical decision when presented with 2 options by her doctor: immediate vocal cord surgery or a 3-week hiatus from singing to allow her inflammation to subside. Opting for the latter, Dion took a break and commenced vocal training under the guidance of William Riley. The training proved to be successful, restoring her voice to peak condition and equipping her with the knowledge to use it without causing strain and inflammation. Up next, things get romantically charged between Celine Dion and her manager, René Angélil. How did the controversial romance begin, and where did it all lead to? René Angélil and Celine Dion were well aware that their romantic relationship might not be immediately embraced by the public, given the significant 26-year age difference, particularly when the singer was not yet 20 years old. Recognizing the potential scrutiny in an industry known for attracting exploitative individuals, especially towards young women aspiring to succeed, they acknowledged the perception that their connection might have begun when Celine was only 12 years old, as they initially collaborated professionally.
We loved the same things. She wanted to be a star, I wanted her to be a star.
In response to potential misjudgments, the couple consciously chose transparency, opting to make their relationship public rather than concealing it. Their decision reflected a sense of pride and confidence in their bond, free from any wrongdoing or shame. Meanwhile, Angélil battled cancer when their children were young. He was first diagnosed with throat cancer in 1998, the Montreal Gazette reported. Dion put her career on hold as he underwent dozens of rounds of chemotherapy and radiation, and was declared cancer-free in 2000. Unfortunately, the cancer returned in 2013, and he died in January 2016. 2 days after Angélil's death, on what would have been his birthday, Dion's brother, Daniel, died at age 59, also of cancer.
Because I saw him suffer. And that is the worst. Today, for me, it's like
Celine attended the memorial for Daniel, who was one of her 13 siblings, in Repentigny, Canada, the day after her husband was laid to rest. The My Heart Will Go On singer did not attend Daniel's funeral 2 days later because she and her children could not continue 2 more days of public mourning, reported Entertainment Tonight. Reflecting on the rapid succession of losing both her husband and brother, the singer has thankfully arrived at a place of peace while coming to terms with their deaths. René escorted my brother. It was perfect, Celine told People in May 2016. René took him under his wings and he said, "You know, I'll take good care of him." A mere 8 months following the heartbreaking loss of Celine Dion's cherished husband and brother to cancer, the renowned Because You Loved Me singer faced another tragic blow as her brother-in-law succumbed to the relentless disease. The cancer had aggressively spread to his lung, brain, and bones. Dion shared in an interview with Echo's Vedette magazine, as reported by the Toronto Sun, that her sister Liette's husband, Guy Poirier, received treatment at Maison Adamar Dion, a palliative care unit near Montreal named after Dion's late father, who also received care there. Poirier passed away in August 2016.
A very emotional moment came when her father passed away on November 30th, 2003.
It was reported that the loss was unfortunately not the only one Dion shared with her sister. In 1993, Dion's 16-year-old niece Corinne died from complications related to cystic fibrosis. Speaking with People, Dion recalled her niece's passing. "I had her in my arms and I started to sing softly in her ear, and out of nowhere her eyes closed," Dion said. "I looked at my mom, who was massaging her feet because her circulation didn't work, and nodded. Okay, it's happening." One tear came down Corinne's cheek, and then she went. Dion returned to performing a month later and paid tribute to her husband. "I understood that my career was in a way his masterpiece, his song, his symphony. The idea of leaving it unfinished would have hurt him terribly." Celine Dion suffered a tragic loss at the end of 2003 when her 80-year-old father, Adamar Dion, died in his home. His death reportedly came after a lengthy illness. The following year, Celine confirmed to Larry King that her father also battled cancer. She told the longtime CNN host that she felt an intuition that her father was going to pass when he did, which she took as a sign from him that he said goodbye to her. "It's very difficult when you lose a parent, when you lose a close one," Celine said. "Even though if you expect it, you can never be prepared for it." Canadian TV host Michelle Jasmine said that Adamar was transformed from her father to a fan when Celine took the stage to sing. "It was incredible to watch." As a tribute to him, she performed on the day he passed. Celine then returned to her family's hometown of Charlemagne, Canada, to attend his funeral, where her sister, Manon Dion, reportedly sang the communion hymn. Throughout her marriage, Celine Dion and Renee Angelil struggled to have children. The couple turned to in vitro fertilization treatments to conceive all 3 of their sons. One of their biggest struggles came in 2009, when Dion and Angelil suffered a miscarriage. Despite the heartbreak, Dion kept an optimistic outlook when speaking to Oprah Winfrey a month later. "It's life," she said. "A lot of people go through this. We tried 4 times to have a child. We're still trying." And her struggles did not end here. Now it seems like it's her turn to go through a rare health condition. Dion said in a statement, "I'm working really hard to build back my strength, but touring can be very difficult even when you're 100%. However, the recent speculation surrounding Celine Dion has sparked intrigue among her fans and critics alike. Despite openly discussing an incurable illness that seemingly left her incapacitated, the abrupt emergence of the iconic singer in public has raised eyebrows and prompted a myriad of questions. Skepticism lingers regarding the authenticity of her reported illness, leading some to question whether it was a strategic public relations stunt or, more dramatically, a potential fabrication of her death. The sudden contrast between her purported limitations and the swift return to public life invites speculation on the methods she may have employed to regain normalcy. This unexpected turn of events leaves fans and the public curious about the veracity of Celine Dion's health narrative, opening the door to a realm of speculation about the motives and means behind her seemingly miraculous recovery. That's it for today. See you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.